Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at techtrader.com. It's Thursday, the 5th of December. These are the charts of the day, and it's Thursday, so we're doing a swing trade review, and there's a lot of them. We'll start off at AAOI, which we've been featuring for weeks, and you can see the stock has ran from the August low in the 7s all the way up to the low, mid 40s. The actual high today, this morning, was 44.69. And let's see something. Yeah, and by 19 cents a new all-time high, I believe. Nope, multi-year high, but it goes at least 7 years. So nearing the top of the channel and that much of a move, I'd be awfully careful up here. In addition, a nasty reversal today. Take a look at this, dropping from 44 to 34. You get 10 points down in one day, coming off a high like that, it could be curtains. I think the stock, and it goes any lower here, it's going to be coming down in a much deeper retest, as the market might. I'm not liking what I see in the indices either. Topping patterns, the way they close today, does not augur well for the next few days. We'll see. Atomera actually broke to the upside today, coming out of a wedge pattern, and this is a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do get a cooperative market, 7, 8, and 9 may be doable on Atomera. CAPR got slam dunked, no question about it. It was stopped out, but after bouncing right to resistance, it pulled back. At this point, I'm very unhappy with what I'm seeing. I'd be out of the stock temporarily, waiting to see if it recovers. You can always go back in over 18, 19 range, but right now, I'm not a happy camper. This is vulnerable all the way down to 9 or 10. No kidding. CONL breaks out of an inverse head and shoulder, breakaway gap, running gap, wedge. Popped right to resistance today. It looked like it was going to break out. Got all the way up to 74 nearly, and then slam dunk 13 points to 61, down 5. That's a pretty nasty engulfing reversal. Not engulfing, but a reversal bar. This has to be stopped. For me, under 52, 53. Careful. CRNC. Beautiful base, beautiful breakout. We put a swing on it, then pull back and bounced. It pulled back again. We may get a fifth wave if we do. $10 target. Fastly came out of a base with a breakaway gap, forming a wedge. It looks beautiful. This is a tech traded swing all the way to 12 and 14. Harrow on the short side broke the channel. The little head and shoulder type pattern from the wedge, and this wedge is breaking right here. So for me, it's right at support, and any lower than this, and we're likely to test this big gap at 31. You get below 31, and it's a horror show down into the mid-20s. IONQ has been stellar for months now, from the 7 range all the way up into the mid-30s, but today it was up 240 or 7% on a day where the market wouldn't do well. Very nice action there. 37 takes it out into the low 40s. LDOS. Slam dunk, bear wedge. I put a swing short on it. It was down today a little, but it hasn't broken yet. The targets are 155 and 143. NANX 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave began, but it might just be a 1, 2. I'm looking for 3, 4, 5 if I can get it up there, the 3 3/4 and even 4. But for now, careful as it's pulled back for 3 days. Could be vulnerable if West we get going. Underlying technicals are pretty good. NBIS was still a swing as it broke out with a breakaway gap. We went long 24.62. Within a few days, it was 30 today, 34.60 for exactly 10 points. And then the reversal came in. So obviously, we're way due for some pullback. We may get some backing and filling something similar to here, and it could take it into the high 20s at some point. Careful. NVCR. You can see the breakaway explosive move and then a follow through, but a pullback. Really, for me, it's got a whole 25.5. And my targets would be 32 and 36. Navitas Semiconductor really ramping up nicely. There's your rising channel. Five waves up, 5 days up in a row, and 8 of the last 10. Right now, my target is 5. NXL up today to resistance on a lousy day. If that flag breaks out, we're looking at 6.5, 7. PSTG exploded, and we put a swing on it. It backed off a little. Kind of thought that might happen, and I was a little jumpy on it. I didn't want to miss it. It just looks so powerful. Look at the long-term chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. The breakaway gap is a big one. If and when, and the target is 70. If and when we get through that, we're looking at 80 and 90. QUBT has been stellar with a pop wedge, and now it's just trying to come out. You can take out today's high above, say, 798. 9 and 11 might be your near-term targets. REPL exploded on big drug news and big breakaway, and when it pulled back, I put a swing on it, but it's continuing to deteriorate, and I can't let it go much lower. Under 12.5, 3/4 might be a stopping point. SMR, I'm worried about these stocks. They've had big runs. The nuclear energy stock, this one went from 688 to 32 in less than 90 days. Now the 4-day pullback has it back to first support. And in my opinion, I would stop it and move aside under 22. SOUN, big spike today. And a nice move in the last couple of weeks. And seeing this one break out of a wedge and run from 5 3/4 to 14 and change at my secondary target. I'd be a seller up here for a little bit. I think the stock needs to consolidate, but the next target might be 17. SPIR pulled back and is testing the trend line. I think if it can hold here and then take out 15 3/4, you might see 17 and 19. SSYS, after popping yesterday, looked like it broke out of the wedge, only to pull right back today. Very disappointing. Keep your stops on this one under 880. TSLL rippling, coming out of an ascending bull wedge as Tesla's moving. This one jumped another $1.37 or 6% today. 61 million shares traded. And you can see it's at a resistance or just above it. If it blows here, it can go vertical. TTI broke out. We put a swing on it. It ran up near the target zone, near resistance, right about there. Next target is going to be 4 1/4, and then 5. On this one, by the way, notice that the declining channel, moving average just turned over, curled up and crossover, I should say, and now we have a platform. Nice chart. I actually like the neckline here as a possible hold. VMEO, pop, wedge. I like this chart. Long base, breakout, next target, 7 3/4 and 9. VRRM on the short side, head and shoulder top, breakdown, bear wedge. Target, 20.5. And that's it today for the remaining swings. Now, there are about 6 to 8 stocks that were stopped out during the course of the week with the market pullback. So that's what stops are for, folks. I'll talk to you later. Have a good evening.